That's a really good start. Maybe not enough to pay off my credit card. On my credit card, with the biggest interest, £2,748.17. I want to figure out how much money we have here in the binders. Then I'm going to start emptying these said binders. I hope you're ready to do this with me. Hi guys, and welcome back to another budget. I'm Jamie, a UK-based mama of two, and I'm here to conquer debt, and I also have some pretty big savings goals. In today's video, we'll be cash stuffing our weekly spending, our high and low priority sinking funds, as well as our debt and savings challenges. Join me as we dive into the world of budgeting and take control of our finances, one cash-filled envelope at a time. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, as it really helps to support my small channel. And remember, it's another day, another sunrise, and another chance to budget right. So let's make every penny count on this amazing financial journey, and let's get started. Okay guys, so in my last video I did the cash planning for this week, so I've got that right here. I just filmed this and I started talking to you guys in my last video roughly about that I've had enough of debt. I am on a no buy year, and we were supposed to get the money out from this week. This is always where I start. Now the money for this week is not going to be an aesthetic count because I've already moved past that. So this is week number 3. And I haven't got the correct denominations because I just withdrew it from the amount. I could always swap them over. After this, I was going to film a cash condensing and a cash unstuffing. But this is the money for the week, and we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20. So £420. Now, like I said, I was going to film a cash unstuffing and a cash condensing. The cash unstuffing was, I've just completely changed my mind here. And this is probably going to be one of the most important videos today that I have ever done in terms of making some decisions. We were going to unstuff this amount, but I'm thinking I'm not going to do that. I'll survive. It's my money at the end of the day. And like I said, I have just had enough of debt. And we are going to unstuff something, and I've just closed this because things are changing. I've said that I've had enough of debt. We're on a no buy year, and the main goal for this is so that we can finally become debt free. My goal was to pay off my credit cards, 2 of them, last 2 credit cards by January 2025. The first one with the highest interest by end of July this year. I started over my cash stuffing journey this past September, and we have made so much progress in the past 5-6 months. We've got a fully funded emergency fund as of last week. We're a month ahead. We've got money in all the binders, probably averaging about £30 or so per envelope, maybe less. So not a lot. But I think that what we have is more than what it feels. And I've said I've had enough of debt, and I think I'm ready to start over yet again. I think I'm ready to empty the binders, and I think that maybe we have enough to pay off that first credit card right now. This will include a month ahead. It will include our emergency fund, but that's okay. The amount that we may save in interest, which is hundreds of pounds over the next 6 months alone for the first credit card, is just worth it. The lack of stress that may come from having another paid off credit card is absolutely worth it. Whenever I have started over previously, I have started over from zero. I've started over from minus where I can't make it paycheck to paycheck. But cash stuffing helped me out of that. I am prepared to go back to paycheck for just another month or two because I believe that we can do it properly. I have done this 4 or 5 times before, and each time I'm in a better place when I start over. And I think if I pay off that credit card today, I still have money left in my bank. Well, I don't. I have like 14 pence in my bank account because I've taken out the money for the month. However, I'm about to get money, my main income, universal credit, which is £1,373 for the month and 3 pence in just 4 days. And I am prepared to start from scratch in 4 days' time. That, including my child benefit for my 2 children of £159.60, comes to about £1,532. That is my monthly income. If I don't make another penny from Etsy this month, I have £1,532 and I can start over from there. So I have no idea how much I have, but I know I have something. And I have just decided that we are going to figure out how far off this first credit card we are today. Okay? I have money left. Every penny will count. This is from this past week. I usually do my own stuffing, so let's do that. We have £10 left in transport. We have some coins, and I've actually counted these already, and it's £7.48 right here. I also went ahead and counted what I have in my penny savings challenge so far, and I think this is £30.45. I have it written down. I'm going to add it all together. So in this jar right now we have £7.48 that we just added, and the previous £30.45. So we have £37.93 here. That's a lot of money, guys. Do not discount it. Everything helps, okay? So now what I'm going to do is get my trusty budget binder. And let's find just any blank page. Let's work with this. So in coins, we have £37.93. Okay. That's a really good start. Maybe not enough to pay off my credit card. So now, on my credit card, I have, this is the main one with the biggest interest, currently £2,748.17. Okay, I want to figure out how much money we have here in the binders. Then I'm going to start emptying these said binders. I hope you're ready to do this with me. So let's do our high priority. Now this might sound quite scary because I have all my bills in here, but I am a month ahead. And like I said, I'm not scared to start over. The cash that I have in my binder here for my rent and all my bills are from my month ahead. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to get my main income in 4 days' time, which will be the 19th of January. On the 1st of February, my bills will come out. The main income that I will have coming in can pay for my bills. That's the same as I used to live paycheck to paycheck up until just a few, maybe 20 weeks ago, guys. I don't know when I finished funding my month ahead, but it were not more than 4 or so months ago. And that's okay. I can do that. I don't need to be a month ahead as much as I need to pay off my debt. This is scary, but we are going to do this. Of course, I was going to cash stuff my bills and things today. The only thing that I may not count, I'm going to think about it, is, depending on how much we have left, is the money for the groceries and transport. We are on a no-buy year at the end of the day. And I have that already in my low priority. However, like I said, it's only a couple of days until I get my main income in. And I can use that money towards debt if I need to, because I do have my monthly income coming in for the next month. And I can start that instead of on the 1st, like I usually do of February. I can start that in 4 days' time and just start from scratch. So we might do that, but let's see what we have. So in rent, this is our high priority binder. So let's write that down. In rent, here, this does not include what I would have stuffed next week or what I would have stuffed this week. Next week's money is already in here to be cashed off for next week. I take it all out and I put it in here so that I won't touch it, but we might touch it today. So in rent we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20. Okay, I'm going to add that here. In our council tax, we have £20. In electric, we have 40. Gas, 10, 25, 30. In water, oh, there's another one. Always a bonus. We have 20. In broadband, we have £10. Phone bill, we have 10, 25 and 30. I'm so nervous, you guys. This could be a bad call and I just have to put it back in and I don't upload this. Did I say 30? I think I did. In iCloud, we have £10. Go Henry, we have nothing and we're supposed to stuff that today. So now in clothing we have 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 65. Around £545, guys. Not quite 2,748 here. In beauty. Oh, can I get my nails done next month? Who knows? We have 10, 25. I'm hoping I'm getting into the groove of this because I also want to, self-care has £5. Be able to chat to you while I do this, but I'm so nervous, so, and I don't want to get it wrong. So baby needs have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So just to reiterate, whatever I need to cover my bills, my spending, or anything we need should be able to come out of the money that I'm getting for this coming month in a few days' time. Worst case scenario. Medical, we haven't stuffed for a long time, but it has £10. And this actually starting to feel a bit like Christmas, like we're just finding money here. Like I said, none of my other envelopes, they probably average about £30, you know, so they don't have a lot, but I want to show you how it all adds up. Pet care should have 50, 10, 20, 30, 45 and 50. Date night should also have 50, 20, 40, 50. Around 720 in here. Miscellaneous has 10, 20, 30, 45 and 50, just like it should. Okay, and that is everything from my high priority binder. That's a lot of money right there, but we're going to keep going. So let's do our low priority. And like I said, this is our grocery money that we're going to stuff for the week. It's Monday today. We have salmon in the fridge for tonight. I made a giant chili in the slow cooker and on the pan yesterday. I wanted to bulk cook for the next few weeks. Put some in the freezer. But we have enough to last us for the next 4 days. We have more things in the freezer. So I technically don't need need this, but I can always see what we get to, like I said. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80 in groceries. Wait, 770. So let's do that for a high priority before we get crazy carried away here. 770. And then we're going to do our low priority. And here we have 18 groceries so far. Then we're moving into transport. So we have 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, and 60. Spending, we have nothing because we're on an over year. I have 20 in my envelope. Eating out has 20. We were going to unstuff that this today. That was the plan. So we're on 180 here. Entertainment. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110 pounds. Oh, kids has got 10. Thrifting should have 50. I'm going to empty this as well because I've just bought an enameled cast iron pan. It was £4. I absolutely love it from the thrift store. But we have 25, 35, 45 and 50. So that's correct as well. It's always nice to see. I hope you've all had a really good week. How are you guys feeling? Have you had some strange realization lately, some new itches to really like get a move on your goals for this year? Or have you reworked them and made a new plan for how you're actually going to achieve them? Because that's kind of key in all these things. In birthday parties, we have 10, 25, 35. And gifts has got £10. We're almost on 400 here. Household has got 5, 10, 15, 20. Like I said, a lot of these don't have a lot of money. It all adds up, okay? Organizing should have 50 as well. So we have 20, 30, 40, and 50. Garden. I really do need to order some seeds, to be fair. 10, 20, 35, and 40. So yes, I said I were on a no by year, and it feels like I'm just mentioning, did I say 40? I think so. So we've just got surpassed 500 here. I think that's it. Yes. I keep mentioning having spent money. This is money that I've budgeted before the start of this year. But for my no by year is more to get rid of frivolous spending, mindless spending, just to 505, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Just to be able to pay off debt. That's the whole thought about it. Like, I just didn't know how else to do it because I've been in debt for so long and I just don't seem to be able to make any headway. And that was my plan, to pay it off. This is really why I'm doing this. And my no by year was not just to pay off debt, but also again to spend more mindfully. But there are areas that I value in my life that I'm still going to have over the next year while I'm paying off debt. Who knows how quickly it's going to be. But I had the next year in mind till January 2025. And a big thing of that is our garden, where we're learning to grow a lot of our own food. And that's important to me. And that's something that I want to be doing. It's from home. It's got a lot of value that in both skills, knowledge, what we eat, making sure that we are getting the best quality that we can. And that's important, you guys. So garden is an area that I would have spent money on. So is things like that go along with that, like food and preserving and cooking. But I don't want to go too crazy, of course, in all those departments. But we've got some money here now. So let's move on to our priority binder, which has our debt and our savings challenges. And I really wanted these savings challenges like to be for the whole of the year, so I could count them at the end of the year. But I also mentioned, I think in my last video, that I had an idea that I can take it out on a monthly basis and still track it towards my debt. But maybe we can again make the headway today. So capital 1, this is already supposed to be going back to the bank for my credit card, but it helped, okay? So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 90. And again, I haven't written it down, but let's do that. So this is our priority binder, but let's call it savings and debt. So we're skipping over these, and our emergency fund is fully funded as of last week. And I think this really helped to change my mindset into making things work. So we should have £1,000 here, guys. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 65, 70, 5, 80, 5, 95, 500. So that's £1,000. And I've worked so hard, you guys, and I cried last week when I fully funded this. But this is where kind of my priorities, where I've been thinking about this, and I think I've slowly been mowing over these thoughts, because 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, I could not make the move that I'm making today. Like I said in my last video, I think it's like an onion, like decluttering. You learn, you peel off layers. You get a little bit braver every single time. You start to see how little things really do add up. And that's where the magic really kind of happens. That bugs me a little bit. I don't think I've ever seen this much money in one go, guys. But we have 1,000. And again, this feels really strange too, because we started Christmas and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy that I've started Christmas, but it might be okay. So we have £10 in Christmas. There's 1,200 in this binder, but that's not it. I started the savings challenges, and this was going to go towards, like I've always said, becoming debt free. Okay, that's what all of them are for, and I'm going to take these out on a monthly basis. But here we have £40 in our £20 savings challenges. On their own, like I said, most of these don't seem like a lot, but it really does add up. In our £10, we have 20. So I was planning on taking these back to the bank to pay my credit card anyway, and leave obviously the trackers in to see my progress. And then in my £5, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So we were over 1,200 here. Were we not over 1,200 already? No, I guess we weren't. No, so 1,200 and 5. Okay. I think that's it. Yes, and then we have our coins and a rollover right there. And I don't think I put in the £10 that I had in my travel either. So that was also from my wallet, wasn't it? We had 10 that I had left over in here, which was the first thing we added to this week's money. Then we obviously have this week's money that I've already budgeted for in my last cash planning, which was 375, but I did have some more at 430, I think. I'm gonna have to double check that, but we're gonna count this up anyway. And then of course I have next week's money in here too. And like I said, I'm gonna start over this particular week. 420 I think I had this week. Yes, I did. 420. We're gonna start over. This is next week's money, and that should also be 420 from scratch in just a couple of days' time with the money I'm getting for the month of February. But this looks like it's more than we need, so I don't really need to budget the money that I have for this week and next week. If I'm going to be honest, if I'm starting from zero, I'm just pulling everything together and seeing where we are. But this should be 420. So we are 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20. At least it will fit in here now. And then in my business binder, I've just done my tax return, and it's based on last year's money. So even though I should start tax prep now, that's all I have left in here. Even though I should start tax prep now for like next tax year, that's okay. So let's add that one too. Let's add every penny that we have. Okay, the video also cut out then because of the recording length. But we've got £10 here from tax prep as well. Not necessarily that £10. And I just told you that I've just done my tax return for last year and I've got no tax to pay. I will have for this year, but I've got the next year to work towards it. So that's something that we're going to have to add on. But I've taken that out too. And we're going to have to see where we got to. I put my denominations here. And I think we're just going to have to do this in batches. I could add it all up from what I've written down. But I kind of want to count it again because I do think that we could have made some mistakes with the calculator. This is just to double check how much we have. So we'll start off with our 20s. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, that's 800, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 81,000. Then we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 1600, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20. So we have, to be honest, this is looking good, guys. 2,220 in £20 notes. In £10 notes, we have 20, no, we don't. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700. And in £5 notes, we have 5, oh, I'm going to move this again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. It's going to be a little bit harder until it reduces the size of the stack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 420 in £5 notes. 2220. Plus 700 plus 420 equals 3,340. We have enough to pay off our credit card and then some, which is amazing. But just to double check here what money we had, this does not include our coins, of course, which we still have almost £40 as well. So we had 770 in our high priority, 505 in our low priority, 1205 in our savings and debt, £10 in our wallet, 420 in this week's money, 420 in next week's money. Again, I was okay if this would add up to near this to use it all and start over. Plus £10 is 3,340. So now what we are going to do is make our credit card payment of 2,748 and 17 pence. I don't know if you'll get interest for a few days onto this next month, even if you pay it off, but that's going to be £591 and 83 pence left after I paid off my credit card, which is almost the same amount of money. No, it's not, minus £100 odd pounds, what I was going to stuff next week and the week after. So I now have £591, no, 3,340 plus 37.93. We're using all our money, aren't we? Minus 2,748 pounds and 17 pence is £629 and 76 pence. That's even better, guys. So that's what I have left now to budget back into my binders. And no, I don't have I'm not a month ahead. I don't have my emergency fund here or anything, but I'm starting off from a better place and my credit card will be paid off. So I'm going to have to think about this. And I'm going to look around and do a big clean of the house and see if I can find an extra few pence to round this up to 630 to cash budget, guys. But this is what I'm going to be budgeting now. So my cash planning for last week is going to completely change. I'm not going to spend anything for the next 4 days. Even like my transport comes out after that time. And I'm going to rebudget this back into my binders that are now completely empty. But this is again giving me a head start on next month. And we have paid off our credit card. So I was going to put whatever money we had into my little back to bank envelope, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But I'm going to see what we need. So we have 2,000. We're going to round this up to 50. So 2,750 minus 2,220. So we can take all the 20s back to the bank. They're going to definitely ask what I'm up to. And then 700. So I think 530 is what we need. We have 700 in tens. So we're going to need 530. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 700. Okay, that can stay. This can go back to the bank. So we have £2,750 to go back to the bank. I think I'm going to put all the £10 notes, and I'm just going to make a note on here what I have in each. Okay, so that's 2,750 that I need to take back to the bank, and the rest is to budget for the week ahead. And that's okay. I feel fine with that. 627 or something, but so we can budget 625, but I might actually keep the coins here and keep going with that challenge. I'll keep you updated. But that is our first credit card paid off 7 months early. It might be crazy. It might seem like this was the worst decision in the world, and if so, I do apologize. I'm just so relieved and so happy to have made some headway here. I've saved myself hundreds of pounds in interest over the next couple of months, and it's going to make it a lot easier to pay off my next credit card, even if I still keep to the same timeline of January next year. I'm hoping, of course, that I can technically pay it off by the time I were going to pay this credit card off. But I feel a little bit more secure, and I'm going to have to start building up my emergency fund a month ahead and everything again. And that's okay. It should go quicker because I have less of a credit card bill to pay every month. So I'm just so grateful to you all. Thank you for being here. And I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing, blessed and wonderful week. And I'll see you soon. Bye.